Hello and welcome! It is truly an honor to begin this journey with you today as we explore the vast horizons of our universe and our knowledge. This entire explainer is dedicated to the incredible legacy of the esteemed scholar Professor Dr. Ahmed Fouad Pasha, and it's presented with respect by the International Educational Forum.
So let me start by asking you a question. When you stand and look out at the horizon, that line where the sky seems to touch the earth, what are you really seeing? Do you see an ending? A limit to how far you can see? Or could it be something else entirely? Could it be a starting line?
This powerful verse from the Qur'an is going to be our map for this discussion. It sets up this incredible idea that the universe, everything around us, and even everything within us isn't just empty space. It's a canvas filled with signs, with evidence, just waiting for us to discover it. This is our journey today, moving from just seeing to truly understanding.
Okay, so let's start with that very word horizon. This is where things get really interesting because the specific word used in that verse is Afāq. And let me tell you, this means so much more than just the line where the ocean meets the sky. It's a far, far deeper concept.
You see, on the one hand, you have the common idea of a horizon. It's a geographical line, right? It's the limit of our physical sight. But Afāq completely transforms that idea. It's not a physical boundary, it's an intellectual frontier. Think of it as a scientific domain, the vast field where our minds can venture out to turn what is unknown into what is known. It's literally the space where science happens.
So the verse promises that we'll be shown signs in these horizons. Okay, let's take that literally. Let's go look for the evidence, and let's go to the extremes, from the biggest things imaginable to the smallest things we can conceive of.
First, let's zoom all the way out, to the macrocosm. The signs here are just overwhelming. We're talking about a scale that's hard to even wrap your head around. Billions of galaxies, each one with billions of stars, all woven together in this cosmic web that's constantly expanding in a very precise way. It's a design of unbelievable grandeur.
Now let's flip the script and zoom all the way in, down to the microcosm. The science here aren't about massive scale, they're about absolute, mind-boggling precision. You see it in the perfect, intricate dance of atoms, in the weird and wonderful world of elementary particles, all governed by fundamental forces that are constant and unwavering. It's a world of perfect rules.
And here it is. This is the crucial connection. The bridge between those two completely different worlds. The exact same laws of physics that command the movement of a galaxy billions of light years away are the ones that govern the tiny particles inside a single atom. Just think about that for a second. It all points to one breathtaking conclusion. There's a single, unified system running the entire show.
So you might be thinking, okay, that's a nice idea, but how do we know that for sure? This isn't just a philosophy. It's something that science can actually go out and verify. In fact, let me show you a brilliant, real-world example from astrophysics that makes this crystal clear.
So, how can we possibly know that the laws of chemistry and physics are the same over there as they are here? Well, we use something called spectral analysis. Astronomers capture the light from a star that's maybe millions or even billions of light years away. They then pass that light through an instrument that breaks it down into its spectrum, which is like a unique barcode of light. That barcode reveals exactly what chemical elements are in that star. And here's the kicker. The barcode for hydrogen in that distant, ancient galaxy is absolutely identical to the barcode for hydrogen we can create in a lab right here on Earth. That's hard, tangible proof that the fundamental laws of nature don't change, no matter how far you go in space or time.
And what's absolutely remarkable is how this ongoing scientific process is hinted at within the original verse itself. The word used is sanurihim, we will show them. In Arabic, that little prefix sa signifies the future. It's not a past event, it's a promise. It implies a continuous unfolding of knowledge, a revelation that happens over time as our own scientific tools get better and better.
So we've gone on quite a journey, haven't we? From the edge of the cosmos to the heart of an atom. We've seen the evidence for this beautiful, unified system. But that brings us to the most important question of all. So what? What do we do with this information? How does this cosmic knowledge actually change us?
This is really where the intellectual discovery becomes a personal, spiritual one. How can thinking about universal laws and distant galaxies actually impact our day-to-day lives? And this becomes especially powerful when we think about it during a time like Ramadan, a month specifically designed for reflection and shifting our focus inward.
Ramadan gives us the perfect chance to practice this shift in our gaze. It's a time to consciously move from all the distractions and noise of our lives to a place of quiet contemplation, to go from just going through the motions to a state of deep reflection. It's about looking up at the night sky and moving beyond just admiring the pretty view to actually understanding the incredible system that's at play. When you do that, every observation becomes an act of worship.
And that really brings us to the final, core message. The universe is not a silent, empty, random place. Not at all. It is actively speaking to us. You could think of it as a vast book of science, filled with evidence, just waiting for us to learn how to read it.
So in the end, the Afāq, those horizons we started with, they are not walls. They're not limits that block us. They are doorways. They are an open invitation to use the greatest gift we have, our minds, our intellect, to think, to reason, to investigate, and to arrive at a certainty that isn't based on just belief, but is built on a foundation of evidence.
Because when you truly start to grasp the scale, the precision, and the profound unity of it all, it naturally leads you to a state of complete awe. It leads you to the conclusion so beautifully expressed in this Quranic prayer. Our Lord, you did not create all of this for nothing. It's filled with purpose, with wisdom, with meaning.
And with that thought, we conclude our exploration. We express our most profound gratitude for the enlightening work of Professor Dr. Ahmed Fouad Pasha, whose deep insights were the inspiration for our entire discussion today. Thank you for joining us.